Hey, it's been a while. A really, really, really long time since since I made a video. So, um, I think my last video was 1v1 with Bryant. That went extremely well, and just a bunch of clips of the shenanigans I've been up to in the meantime. So let me fill y'all on what has happened since then. Summer's over, so I explained that videos aren't going to be consistent anymore because my life was getting really repetitive. It was just work on a computer, and I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, it was just working on the computer, waking up, and that was and the occasional visits to the YMCA. I have been, hold on a second, have been working out a little bit. Not like super duper buff, but I feel like you got a tiny bit bigger. Also, we added to the jersey collection. I don't know if y'all can see it. Yeah, we put up some more of our jerseys, but that's not why we're here today. We'll tell what y'all have missed. I went to an art gallery by accident. So we were meant to go, me and David. He was in one of the videos prior. I think the video where I had the blue Churchill thing on, like let's say a windbreaker, and I went like this in the thumbnail. He was in that video. You'll see him today probably. But yeah, we went to Chinook because we've been looking for a job. We went to Chinook, and I was dressed nice because I know I want to take pictures that day, or just take pictures in general because I've been meaning to post. We need to post something on TikTok. So we went to the art gallery. We found it, and I was like, "Damn, it's the perfect spot to take pictures." So we took our pictures there. What else? We've just been to Market Mall looking for jobs. Been everywhere looking for jobs, honestly, and we finally got an interview today with H&M. So Market Mall's not too far. It's pretty close to where I used to go to school, Churchill, Sir Winston Churchill, Calgary. Yeah. I don't know. Nobody ever likes their old high school. I don't know. I personally don't. I like a dislike, but just like that, yeah. I'm not really a people person. Like, I can be a people person, but deep down in the core of my heart, I'd much rather not. So, anyways, yeah, that's pretty much the start to today. I'll show you guys the outfit, take you guys through the process. Obviously, I'm not gonna be able to film the interview, but the interview will be. Ooh, let me explain the tea. Me and David both got the interview. That's the thing. So it's like a little competitive. Let me lower this down. It's a little competitive, but like, it's not extra. Because at the end of the day, we're still friends and we still want to see each other win. But like, if it's me or him, I'm gonna have to choose me. Oh, I'm looking all ripped. Can't lie to you. Does my right arm look bigger than my left, or is it just the angle? What the heck? I think it's just the lighting. Yeah, lighting over here makes it look more defined. I don't know. Hold on, let me go check this, bro. This is actually bothering me. I don't know. I can't tell. The lighting just bothering me. But anyways, yeah, we both got the interview. My interview's first, and I told him yesterday, yo, After that interview, if you ask me, oh, what did they ask you? I'm not telling you jack. I made sure I'm prepared. I printed off an extra copy of my resume. I always have those. I have like a little Google Doc full of all the information from H&M, like their values, what they stand for. Well, I guess those are our values too. I don't really care about the history. I should probably have written some of that down, but a manager at H&M is not going to ask for the history of H&M, you know? If it was like an actual H&M incorporation, like H&M headquarters type of job, yeah, that's usually important. But to just a worker like me, they don't need history lessons. They just need to know their values, what they stand for. Again, it's another word for values, bro. Things about them to note, like they're sustainable, etc., etc., etc. And I already have some practice questions on there that I practiced. So, in theory, I should be fine. I think I put myself in a better position than David. And although it seems mean, it's really not. I didn't go by. I told him yesterday, like I've put in the work. I can't tell you what I did, but I put in the work. I got a reference. Her name is Maria. I'm not gonna disclose her last name, but she used to live here. Now she's at Alberta. She used to work at that same H&M. So I just told her, hey, if they ask me if I know anybody that worked here previously that can attest to my behavior, whatever, I'm gonna bring her up. And she said, yeah, go ahead. So yeah, that's all. It's a 6-minute rant segment. I don't know, but I don't know what time it is. Let me check. I can't check on my phone. Turn on computer. Okay. It is currently. It's 9:58. There's 2 buses I can take. Because I don't know if the interview's at 2:15 or 2:45. Because I think it's 2:45. Right? But I start second guessing myself. So I'm going to get there for like 2 o'clock. Now, I intended to get up at 10:30, but my body just woke me up at like 9. So it is what it is. I can either take the 11:15 bus and then I'll go fix my glasses. They're in my bag. I ran into my brother's chest yesterday when we were playing swords, or sword fighting rather. And now that crooked is up, so I'm just gonna go get that tweaked out, or gonna get that fixed. And then go to the place. That if I'm in time for the 10:15 bus. If not, or 11:15 bus. If not, I'll catch the 11:51 bus like I intended to. And then I have to go somewhere just to do something real quick. It's personal, so I can't even disclose it on YouTube. But yeah, I get that done, and then I'll leave. If I'm done that by, if what I'm doing over there, I get to the place I need to do it by. My alarm rang, but I'll get to that place around 12:15. And then, assuming I leave by like 1:40, I should be able to get to Market Mall around 2:05. And then from there, I just have to speed on up to H&M. So I have time. I'll just shower and decide what time I should leave. Because going to Walmart to get those glasses fixed myself would be nice, but going with David would be nicer. You feel me? Well, I already have what I'm gonna wear. I don't know if I want to show you guys yet, though. I think I'll show you with. I'll show you when I'm done showering and everything. Yeah. Also, we fixed our freaking closet. Hold on, let me switch the camera. Fixed our closet. Everything is nice and hung. Awards and everything. It's not even a quarter of them. There's some down here. But we got beanies, random stuff, t-shirts. These are my cargos. And then you're probably thinking, why are these white t-shirts? What's the difference? Why not just put them on one hanger? So first off, this is compression. All my compression t-shirts are here. And compression gear for like basketball and whatnot. These are my plain white t-shirts. These are also, I think, another pair of plain whites. Yeah, both of these are plain whites. These are like my basketball white t-shirts. You know, this one says Good Hoops Circuit. and everything. That's Gen Classic. Yeah. But these are basically what I wear basketball. These are the long sleeves for basketball. Then these are just gray t-shirts, red long sleeves, red t-shirts, navy blue t-shirts, black graphic tees, black plain t-shirts, and then these are like plain, but the texture is kind of like athletic wear, you know, sweat resistant one. And these are just like long sleeves. And then this one doesn't have a color. My basketball shorts to go with this jersey, and then the rest are just shorts by color: blue, no color, like whatever color, and then black. And then I think these are pants. Yeah, pants all the way back there. And this is just, I got dress shirts over here, polos right here, these two jeans that are like cuffed that I never ever wear. Traditional attire shirt, like just like a fancy little, this is another shirt, championship from like grade 8. This was a birthday gift. I never wear it anymore. This was $140. Random shirts, random hoodie, random jacket, long sleeve, my favorite hooping one. And then this was the suit I wore to grad. And then up here are my hoodies, categorized by color. And these are just some of my go-to graphic shirts. Revenge one, Kobe Bryant, Hey Arnold, just a bunch of stuff. But what matters is that we got it fixed, and my room is pretty clean. Now, because socks on the pillow is atrocious, but those are clean, I assure you. Because I just took them out of laundry. Because my hair isn't out, it means I'm shedding a lot, like a bunch of hair. It falls out over the course of the day, and it's normal, right? I don't know if that's one. That's definitely one right there. So I have to vacuum my room a little frequently. I'm sitting here a lot, so there's gonna be more hair here. Anywhere else, this table's just messy, so forget that. Yeah, I need to vacuum my room sometime this week. I don't know if I'm gonna throw this out. Still haven't cleaned up this whiteboard. This should be over here, and this my mom bought so I could have a new set, but she said don't open it yet, so now it's just chilling in my room. What else? Oh, yes. I got my schedule for nursing for Red Deer. I will show you guys that maybe when I come back and tell you guys pros and cons, what I'm gonna do from there. But yeah, that's all I have to say pretty much. I'm gonna go shower, get ready, eat breakfast, last minute prep, and I'll see y'all whenever, preferably like when I'm doing the outfit. Yeah, goodbye.
Let's go, twin. Hey, y'all know play. Yo, white boy. Hey, y'all know. Hey, what is it? Hell of the top.
We're running on our shoulder. This is tall. Anyway, guys, as you can see, the wilderness will be perfectly explored. Girl.
That's what I'm saying. I'm going. Guy's not real.
Okay, this is a little really revealing, but I think you guys have seen my house before. I don't know how this looks on camera. I think I'm fully in the frame. Let me check. Yeah, I'm definitely fully in the frame. But this is the outfit. Mia was the one that picked this out. Shout out Mia. Although I suggested the shirt, but she put it all together quite nicely. She said one rig, only this one. I said, you know, it just puts everything together. The black goes over here, and it just works, man. It just works. So put this on some white forces. Let me go get them right now. And yeah. But white forces. I really shouldn't be wearing shoes in the house, but it is what it is. Yeah, and this is what we have. Ouch. That's what we have for today. I'll be leaving in like 10-ish minutes. No breakfast. I just took a bunch of snacks. I probably should have a little something though. So I'll get started on that right away. I'm probably just gonna have some bread. Can't lie to you. And yeah, that was a little check. Hope you guys recognize us from the Dominican Republic. I actually found a use for it, guys, other than just being shirtless. So that's a win. My other one broke. I've been trying to get that fixed for like the past 2 weeks. Can't find anyone to do it. So I think I'm gonna have to take matters into my own hands. Yeah. I'm gonna clean these a little bit before I go. Anywhoosies, I will speak to all of you later, maybe when I arrive at the mall. I don't know. Okay, guys. It's a short video, I know. It's been a long day though. Outfit's completely changed, yes. So, I got the job, I'm pretty sure. David didn't get hired. Or they said that they'll email him, but I got the job on the spot, so we'll see. And what else? They said come Monday for training. So that's also another thing. I'm currently in church. I haven't eaten. I got home around 6:15. Haven't eaten at all. So we're making my noodles downstairs. I just came upstairs to find scissors and I remembered I only have like 6 minutes recorded, but I might as well check in. Okay, say hi.
Hi.
Yeah, I'll talk to you guys more later. I'll give you guys an in-depth what happened, how it happened when I get home. Toodles. That's the part where you say toodles.
Doodles.
This guy's just tired of life. Hey guys, it's like 2 a.m. I forgot to do the entire video when I got back from church. I tried to go to sleep. I wasn't able to. Let me just set up the tripod real quick. But yeah, let's talk interview. So at first I wasn't certain. I wasn't sure whether my interview was at 2:45 or 2:15. So I treated it like it would be at 2:15 and showed up at around 2. So I marked them all around 2, wandered around for a little bit, and then I went into the actual place of the interview around 2:10. And give me a second, I'm just gonna clean the camera because it looks a little dusty to me. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's a little trippy. What the heck? Why is it so dark? Oh my goodness. Wow. iPhone, the more you know. What the hell? I didn't know you could adjust the brightness like that. Okay, that's besides the point. Yeah, so it took me to like the break room and whatnot, and waited for the manager of the managers, because he's the head of the manager, and then he has a bunch of managing staff. He gave me an interview. I looked around first. There was a guy that looked familiar. I couldn't place my hand on where. More on that later. He introduced himself. He said he used to work at H&M, and then he left. He went to Uniqlo. He came back to this specific location, and he was there for, I think, a year and a half, or he's been there for a year and a half now. And he said, yeah, that's a bit about him. Now, tell me about yourself. So, I, gave him the rundown. Sam just graduated from high school, starting school in the winter for nursing at MRU. My past job experiences, I worked at this job, and it was a team setting. I know how to do this. I was in charge of this, and I did this. And then I was like, I made sure to highlight how that's translatable to the job we're about to start because, sorry, something went out of place. I just had to fix it. I highlighted how that's translatable to the job because, or by saying, oh, I know how to do this. How did I phrase it? Yeah, I know how to do this. I did this, so I know what it's like to do this at the job I'm trying to get, you know? And then I said, yeah, I've played on multiple teams, so I understand what it's like to be reporting to a head body with authority and to be able to cover for your teammates when they seem to be lacking behind, and also knowing when to say, hey, it's time you pulled your weight in, you know, blah, blah, blah. That was it. And then he asked me, what is team spirit? What does that mean to you? And I said, you know, team spirit is a bond. Yeah, that's what I said. I said team spirit is a bond. It's not just, you know, a mascot or whatever. In this type of setting, it's a bond. And I feel like that goes beyond just in-house work, you know. Team spirit goes beyond, oh yeah, we all work at H&M. It's more of a, obviously I said this in a more clear and concise way, but I hope you guys understand, bro. I was like, it's more of a not personal, how do I phrase this? It's actively building connections and relationships outside of work while still being able to separate those two things, you know? So getting to know each other as a team, and more than that, as a family outside of work, you know, getting food together, getting drinks together, building that friendship outside of work, and then maintaining a good relationship at the job, and making sure personal issues don't get in the way of a team goal. That is what team spirit is to me. And he was like, okay, that's nice. I had that idea because on that table while I was waiting for him to call me in for the interview, there was a little thing. It said, everybody deserves a night out. Here's some tickets on us, blah, blah, blah. And it was just those tickets on the table because the managers put that out for everybody. I was like, referred back to that, you know. And then he asked, let me give you a scenario, word for word. He said, let's say you have 2 hours to complete a task and it's a 2-man job. 30 minutes in, your partner leaves. What are you doing? Now, this is a common trick question. Some advice for all of you. It's a common trick question, right? You have to look at it from the perspective. Okay, so for nursing, you have to take a Casper test, and it like gauges your adequacy as a human. Let's say that. That's what it's like to me. It'll ask, oh, let's say there's academic dishonesty and you know about it, what would you do? And there's no right answer, but there's a morally correct approach. And morally correct doesn't mean, oh, I'm gonna go report him. You also have to take into consideration the circumstance. Like, is it a one-time occurrence? Why he did it? Oh, maybe his mom just died. He didn't have enough time to complete it, and he couldn't ask the professor for an extension in time, so he just decided to. You know, you have to take into account all those things. And the Casper test is timed. You'll get like 1 minute to type out a paragraph. You get like 30 seconds to respond. You get 30 seconds to think about the question, 10 seconds to read it over, read over the question before you type it. Like it's not an accurate test. I don't feel it's accurate, but that's just how they do things. Yeah, but you have to consider all the perspectives there. So back to the question, you have to consider the perspective of the coworker and the perspective of the manager. The manager wants the task done no matter what. The coworker doesn't want to be outed and face those consequences because he could have a valid reason. So I said I would cover for him, but afterwards I check, hey, what happened back there? You know, is it a family emergency? Is it something that had to be handled immediately? What was so important and urgent that you had to leave? You know? So after I checked that, if it was reasonable, I just handle it myself and proceed. and ask him, hey, just let the head office know you had to step out. The task is done, but you had to step out and blah, 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 blah. If it were to happen again, I would ask. And if they can't provide a valid reason or it's become a recurring theme, I would have to, at the first time, let them off with a warning and be like, don't do that again. And if it's just becoming too much, I would have to report to the manager and have action be taken. And he liked my answer, so he satisfied. Then lastly, he asked, why H&M? And let me tell you guys, I prepared for that. I prepared for that. Because my last job interview at the co-op, I don't know if I recorded that. The guy asked me, why do you want to work at co-op? I had no answer. Like, I want money. But why H&M? So I did a bunch of digging. I was going to say a bit, but it was a bunch of digging. I had like 7 tabs open. I read about H&M's history, where they started, who started, how they started, what they stood for when they started, all the way up until now. Their values, their benefits, all of that good stuff, you know. H&M, they said that they like to keep things simple. They're straightforward and curious. They are open-minded. They are one team. They entrepreneurs, that's what they said. And a bunch of other jibber jabber or something like that, right? I'm not saying it's jibber jabber, but yeah. And their, yes, cost, what's the word for it? Cost. The word where it's like you're conscious, cost conscious. Now, I told them, because they're cost conscious, they're very sustainable. That's one of their things, very sustainable. Most of their stuff is made from recycled material. And it looks good. You wouldn't be able to tell unless they told you. And their stuff is affordable. That's up for debate. I can't lie to you. But then again, after the CERB benefits, Canada's economy went to just dookie. This shirt looks so odd on me now. I don't know, all my shirts shrink around the arms. They start flaring up like this. I don't know why. But anyways, yeah, so I worked at it and I said H&M is an amazing brand to work with. I stand or align well with their values, you know, being one team. I don't like to call my teams teams. I like to refer to them as family. And I've kept memorabilia of all of them that I've played for all over my walls. So I would love to be a part of something like this. What else did I say? I said, you guys are also very affordable for people who are just teens like me who are still experimenting with their style and trying to find what suits them, what doesn't. I feel like H&M is the perfect place to start. And again, someone like me that's still trying to find their style, being able to work here and really get an in-depth feel of the fashion industry and how it looks, it's a great experience. And more than that, above all, you guys are cost conscious. And you guys aren't just cost conscious as in the money in your pockets. You care about the environment. You know, a lot of your stuff is made from recycled material. And I'm a family man. I see pandas are endangered, tigers are endangered. I don't want to have to live in a world. I don't want to live in a world where my kids ask, what's this animal? What was it like? And I can just describe it to them. I can't take them to the zoo and show them. And I feel like with the steps H&M is taking to represent or to reduce their carbon emissions, their carbon footprint, and make stuff reusable, recyclable, it'd be an honor to represent a company like that, because nowadays not every company is as ethical as H&M. You guys are also very diverse. You know, I looked at your female to male staff ratios. It was a little skewed, but you know, power to women, right? More women are wanting to work, so I understand why it's skewed in that direction. But if we're looking past gender, in terms of color, you guys are very diverse. So that's one thing I appreciate. A very even mix. So I feel like here I would gel well with the people. I knew someone who worked here. Disclosed her name there, but I'm not gonna say her name here because I don't have permission for that. And she said that it was a great working environment, and if she hadn't moved for university, she would have loved to work here, or stay here rather. So, yeah. That was it. He said, okay, just when you get this job, you can't work for any other clothing companies like Gap, Uniqlo, blah, 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 Zara, because it's a part-time position. I can only do 32 hours a week, he said. 40 hours plus are only available to like managers. And I was like, oh, that's a weird rule. Sidestepping all the membership benefits and everything, but to each their own, to each their own. So he said, okay, he didn't officially say, oh, you have the job, but he said, can you come on, you're not free Saturday, because I'm not free Saturday. Sunday, no, not Sunday. Okay, just come on Monday around 2:15. I will be showing up at 1:45, because it's good to have a great impression, and I always show up early anyways. Not for school. I could never, my attendance at school was dookie, I can't lie to you. But for stuff like important stuff, I always show up early. If you're not 15 minutes early, you're late. That's what my coach says. So for practices, I always show up 15 minutes early. Anyways, it's been 13 minutes of straight. Yeah, my goodness. Yeah. So he said, show up with your direct deposit and your social insurance number. Those are 2 things you need to get paid. So I have the job, guys. As for David, after I've explained my situation, so I don't know if David's gonna see this, but David, if you're seeing this, much love to you, man. And I'm not gonna say anything that offends you. I'll try to keep it brief, you know. So years today, me and David were biking. Technically 2 days ago, because at the time of this recording, it's officially Saturday, but these events took place on Friday. So on Thursday, me and David were biking, right? We went to Church's Chicken, we went to Shoppers Drug Mart, we went to Tim Hortons, we went to Co-op, you know, just to get food, snacks, talk. And I said, hey, David, you know, we both got called for the interview, because I got called, and then they called him shortly after, and then I called him. I was like, yo, I got the interview. And he said, oh, shoot, me too. Just about to call you. I told him, David, I'm doing everything in my power to get this job. Friend to friend, man to man, I'm letting you know that I'm putting in effort so that you can be adequately prepared. Because I don't want to, oh, no, I'm not doing anything, and then blindside you. But in fairness to myself and in my own personal interest, I can't tell you what I'm doing. I'm just telling you to be prepared, right? So I went ahead, as soon as I got that call on Tuesday, I started looking at the values and all that, looking into the company. And David, from what he told me today, again, David, no offense to you, he did none of that. I had practice questions for interviews. I think I had about 15, maybe 20 of them that I had ChatGPT generate for me. David did not practice any of those, from my knowledge, from what he told me. So he just went in there and tried to just raw dog it, you know? Raw dog it. Feels weird to say that on camera, but you know what I mean? Just he just tried to do it fresh. No practice, no nothing. And meanwhile, I was adequately prepared for it. So I got the job on the spot after I'd done the interview, and David said, they told him they'd email him and let him know whether they had taken him or not. So he looked at it as kind of like oh, they're not taking me. And do I think that they won't take him? No, but if they offered me the job on the spot, and then with him, they sent him to the email, it's a low chance, but I think there's still a chance they take him. And I want them to take him, because that's my guy. He lives that way, not too far, 2-minute walk from my house. You know, working with him, same shifts, getting there together, leaving there together. It would be fun. You know, it'd be nice. Yeah, he was kind of down on about it, so I tried to cheer him up as best as I could, but at the end of the day, his emotions are up to him. So if he doesn't want to be cheered up, he won't be cheered up. I think towards the end, he was a little happier. We got drinks from Walmart. They were doing 2 for $4 deal. So these 2 bottles were $4 plus the bottle tax and everything else. But yeah. And we also went to Bulk Barn. We went to RBC to get my car fixed. We got some candy at Bulk Barn. Yeah, so right before the interview, I told David like on Thursday that after the interview, if I don't get that job on the spot, I'm not telling you anything. Like just in my own best interest. I can't prepare you better than I prepared myself because I need the job too. There's a possibility that I end up moving to Red Deer for university, and you're staying, cause he was gonna take a whole gap year, so he has a whole year to get a job, or at least a semester, you know, semester plus a summer. Yeah, and meanwhile I only have from now until January, cause by the 6th of January I gotta be in Red Deer for orientation. But if I stay in MRU, I'll just start decreasing my hours up to 5 hours a week is the minimum they said. So I'll probably work minimum hours, etc., etc., etc. But yeah, there's more at risk for me. So I needed a job more than him, especially because just the expenses, living expenses, $3,000 a semester for how I want. Okay, so storage issues. I recorded too much today. But yeah, the base was I think 2,300, and that was 4 rooms, 1 bathroom, 1 shower, 1 kitchen, 1 living area. And see me, I'm a Christian child. I don't do a lot of smoking, vaping, drugs, girls over, sex. I don't engage in such activities. Now, if it's just me and 1 other person, I can be like, hey, this is me. Let's, you know, try to work around that. And they'd be understanding, you know. I'm not saying 3 other people can't be understanding, but it's a lot harder to control 3 people, or not control, but reason with 3 people versus 1. You feel me? So, yeah, that's that. So I have to pay an extra $700 per semester. And that probably most definitely be coming out of my pocket, because if my parents are paying that, they don't want to pay extra. So I have to have $1,400 minimum for the 2 semesters. What else? Oh yes, 15 hours per week, or $15 per hour, 32 hours per week. It's around $420. I don't know if that's before or after taxes. My math might be off, but somewhere around that region, 420 to like, I don't know, 460, somewhere around that region. Before or after taxes, I'd have to do the math. But yeah, right before the interview, I told him all the questions. I told him how I responded, and I showed him my little, because I have it all in the Google Doc, like, I showed him the values, everything, and it was just sad to see that it was unprepared, so it kind of hurt my heart for him, because I really wanted to get that job with him. But yeah, anyways, that's it for me for the evening. Thank you guys for tuning in. Again, my uploads have stopped because my life is pretty much the same. Wake up, work. I could have filmed the job applications, but there'd be limited amounts of times I could film. It'd probably just be me and David saying, okay, we applied here, let's go here, stop, record. Oh, we applied here, let's go here. It just wouldn't be anything special. You know, there were some moments I should have captured when we were freestyling, but not too proud of what I said in those freestyles, so, because they don't represent me. It's just the rap culture of this era. Yeah, so uploads are not gonna be consistent at all. It'll just be like a special day or special moment, just because that's the nature of how my life is right now. I'm not doing something every day like I was in the summer, you know. Mia suggested that we play, what was that game? That game with the dude with the chicken leg that he absolutely cooked me. Mia was suggesting we play that soon, so I'll try to pump that out. There's also Minecraft we haven't finished. There's a lot, but Mia's in Lethbridge doing uni stuff right now, so it's hard to figure out the timing. And now that I have work added into the mix, it'll be even harder to figure out the timing. My Saturday is not free at all. And my Fridays are very limited in terms of freedom. So if I'm not working, I'm probably going to church. I doubt I'll be able to get a break. Yeah. Yeah. I think I've covered everything I need to cover. I talked about that. Oh yeah, Cassie, if you're watching this, that one-on-one is waiting for you. I want all the smoke. If you're watching this, Cass, that one-on-one is waiting for you. Yeah, I'll try to record more small moments and upload those. But yeah, I think I'm getting repetitive, so I'm gonna call it there. I think this was maybe, what's that? Let's say 15 minutes last time. That's almost 20 minutes straight, yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you in the next video. Stay blessed, stay humble, and stay you. I still remember that. Let's go. Take care of yourselves, man. Life goes by pretty fast, you know. 3-4 years ago, you'd have told me I'd be 18, about to start chasing my dreams of working in healthcare, just looking for a job in the meantime, and I'd be like, that's pretty far away. But you blink and it's gone, man. I remember exactly what I wore on my first, was it the first day? No, not the first school day, but the day we got our ID cards taken and everything. In grade 10, I remember exactly what I wore. And look at us now, man. Yeah, life goes by pretty fast. Just sit down, enjoy it. No, I'm not crying. There's actually something in my eye. Yeah, it was a bit of dust. It's odd. I don't do that crying. I'm not saying it's bad to cry. I'm personally not a crier. I feel like there are better ways to outlet your emotions or solve a problem. I can't talk today. But yeah, enough of that red pill talk, bro. I'm calling it a night here. I got a 7-hour class I've got to be ready for in like 4 hours. 7, maybe 6 hours. Yeah. So I'll see y'all when I see you.